Hey fam, we are back and I'm your favorite life and relationship strategist, MarshaunO. And today I want to talk to you guys about qualifying your partner. How do you qualify your partner? How did you qualify your partner? Did you even think about qualifying your partner, or did you just kind of go along with anybody, man or woman, that came along that was next on the list, or that just came along and started to talk to you, tell you that you were pretty, sweet, smart, handsome, fine, sexy, all of those descriptive terms that they could insert there, and you fell for it and you did not qualify the person that you are now lying next to? Or maybe you're on the opposite end of the spectrum and you have not gotten into the relationship yet because of this very reason. You want to figure out how to qualify your partner. Well, I'm going to give you seven ways to qualify your spouse, your partner, I'm laughing because I almost said future ex, which is funny. They should not be your future ex if you are qualifying them. So that's why I thought that was funny that they even came to mind. But anywho, let's talk about them right now. So the very first thing that you need to think about is literally asking a plethora of questions. Many of us get into these relationships, or we go out on these dates and we're like, hey, does he like me? Does she like me? I'm just going to go out there and kind of go with the flow and see where things go. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You cannot go out there just to see where things are going, because that is where you get the short end of the stick. You need to have a plan when you go out there. Am I saying be super serious and actually start to interview this guy or interview this girl while you're out there, where you're going back to back to back to back to back to back to back question? No, I am saying keep it light and fun, but at the same time, still get the important questions that you need to answered. Especially if you're thinking about going on another date with them, going on a third date with them, going on with the fourth date with them. Like, at some point, you have to get down to the nitty gritty of where they're at, especially if you are past college. I was watching something that Steve Harvey said the other day, and I swear it resonated so much with me that I'm gonna share it here with you today, because I actually believe in what he said and it makes so much sense. So for those of you who have gone to college, you know what? I'm gonna back up. Forget college, okay? Because college is not for everybody. But if you are at the tender age or ripe age of early 20s and you're still just looking for a boyfriend, or you're still just looking for a girlfriend, that's fine and dandy for a short period of time. But as the years pass along, right? So if you're in your early 20s, 5 years down the road, you're going to now be in your mid to late 20s, and you should have somebody on your arm, or be really close to finding out if this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. So basically what Steve Harvey was saying is, after college, his words, after college, you're no longer looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You are now looking for a husband and a wife. And I actually agree with that, because at some point you have to get serious about where you want your life to go. And that includes your relationship. So we all have these plans to go to college or vocational school or something like that. And, or even want to be entrepreneur, whatever it is that you want to do with your life, right? And we have these aspirations and we go out there and meet all of these goals. We're going to school for all this length of time to achieve said goal. But a lot of us don't do the same thing when it comes to our relationship. We think that, well, if I get dressed, if I'm fine, if I'm sexy, if I got this six-pack abs, if I can hold a conversation for a short period of time, then I'll be able to attract. And that is partially true. But the question remains, will you be able to hold that person? After you pull them in, can you hold that person? Can you keep them around? Can you keep them interested? Can you actually hold an intelligent conversation after they have connected with your body, with your facial features, with your fat butt, with those abs? After they connected with that, are you able to hold them there? Or do you notice at the end of a lot of your first dates that is all it is? It's a first date. Because maybe you can't get serious and you're laughing and joking. You're the big jokester. That one is specifically for men. Women do it too, but that one is specifically for men, being the jokester, because I hear this so much when I'm with clients and just even with friends and family. Men, listen up. Women want you to be able to make us laugh, but we also want to hear the serious side of you as well. If you're always joking, then when something serious comes up, am I going to be able to depend on you? I don't know that, because we never had a really in-depth conversation. I don't even know who you are. I don't know what you're about, because every time we talk, you are the guy that can make me hee and ha, and my stomach is hurting at the end of the day. But afterwards, after we've done that multiple times, what else do you got? Who else are you? What else do you got for me to connect and hold on to you and be able to go forward with you? If you're noticing that you're always joking about everything, you need to scale that back so the woman can actually see who you are. Yeah, so they can see who you are. I'm going to move forward. The second thing is that you want to make sure, especially if you're already in a relationship or if you're qualifying them by dating them, right? After a period of time, you want to make sure that both of you are working on your problems and issues, because conflict is inevitable in any type of relationship, and romantic relationships are no different. There is going to be conflict all the time, especially in the beginning, because you guys are very new. You're trying to figure out if you actually like this person. You're trying to figure out if you can live with this person, depending on the stage that you're in and where you're at, etc. But there is going to be conflict. And because you guys are two different people, you have two different minds, you have two different upbringings. You guys are trying to come together to be this one person, theoretically, obviously, right? So you're trying to become this one person together. So are you both working on your problems and issues, or are you a part of the couple that always sweeps everything under the rug and then wonder why the bubble keeps popping, wonder why you keep getting so disgusted with the person that you're looking at after months, after years? Like, if you just work on the issues, work on them together, you'll be better off. Your relationship is going to be better off. The connection is going to be deeper. You're going to feel so much more special with this person. When there is an issue, when there is a problem, you might feel nervous about it. But guess what? Because your track record has shown that I'm able to come to you and we're able to have this conversation like adults without all of the yelling, screaming, name calling, etc., then guess what? I am able to really share my true feelings about it. Yes, I need to be sensitive in the way that I'm delivering my message, but at the same time, I'm still able to deliver my message because I still need to say what I need to say. I need for you to hear me out because this thing is bothering me. It's an issue for me. If it is an issue for me, it needs to be an issue for you. That way we can talk about it. That way we can fix it together. It's not just a one man, one woman person who's trying to fix the relationship or fix the issue, fix the problem. It needs to be both of you guys actively, consciously making an effort to work on the problems, work on the issues. The third thing is, listen, that you are not walking on eggshells when you are around this person. How often can you be just you? How often can you be yourself around this person? I see on social media a lot. Like, I think it's funny because, yeah, I just think it's funny. Lately, I've been seeing the question, how often do you fart around your spouse? Or do you think it's sexy to fart around your spouse? Or just some question about farting around your spouse, which I just think is crazy. Number one, that we're having these conversations on social media, but then also on the flip side of it, coming from the relationship strategist aspect of it, is why wouldn't you be farting around your spouse? Like, we all are big adults. We're all intelligent enough to know that that is a natural portion or a natural part of a person. Everybody farts. Everybody farts. Everybody pees, everybody poops, everybody farts. That's just what it is. Now, if your partner has never smelled you, why haven't they smelled you before? Like, that's not going to be something you're going to be able to keep up with. And I know that I'm going to get some disagreeing on that because, that's just one area we're not going to touch and all that other stuff. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But why not? Like, why wouldn't your partner ever hear you fart, smell you fart? Because truth be told, if they paid attention, they didn't heard you and smelled you when you were sleeping. Because while you sleep, you actually fart a whole lot more while you in your sleep. So if you holding all that stuff in there during the daytime, trust me, your boo done smelled and heard you fart before, if they were woke. Now, if both of y'all sleeping and y'all, you know, REM sleep and all that other stuff, maybe you didn't hear at this time. But if you can't be yourself around your spouse and you walking on eggshells, that person is not for you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to told you that person is not for you. You have to be able to be yourself. You have to be able to be comfortable in your own skin too, because that's a lot of it too. Now, if you're a person who's not comfortable in their own skin and then you feel like you have to be every other person by depending on the person that you date, depending on the person that you meet, you got some work to do, sis. You got some work to do, bruh. But now, if you're comfortable in your own skin and you just notice that when you're with this person, you have a tendency to, let's go back to the farting, holding your farts, then why don't you feel comfortable enough to do that? And it doesn't even have to be a fart. It could be a belch. It could be a, hell, whatever it is that you feel is making you uncomfortable. Why is that making you uncomfortable to just be you in front of the person? Like, do you always feel that you have to have a full face being around this person? Or can you wash all that stuff off and literally just be you in your pajamas chilling next to your boo? Do you always have to be full face? Like, we just have to think about some things on a deeper level. Can you truly be yourself with your boo? With the new boo or the old boo, whoever boo? Can you? And if the answer is no, then that person is probably not for you, okay? We're talking about qualifying your partner, your future person, so they probably ain't for you. Number 4. You want to be able to enjoy the time that you spend with your future partner, with your person that you're with, but you also want to feel like you have fun and are able to spend time apart from that person too. You do not want to be 100% consumed with this person. You want to be fulfilled in all areas of your life, which includes your social life. You don't always want to feel like you have to be sucked into your spouse's, into your girlfriend, into your boyfriend world. Not 24 hours a day. We can't do that anyway. But if you notice that every single time that you have a free moment, you're trying to get with your boo, you're trying to get with your spouse instead of working on yourself, instead of, attaining your goal, whatever it is, you find yourself being consumed by the other person. Do a deep dive and reevaluate why you are doing that. Why are you being so clingy? Why are you being so dependent? You just met this person. And even if you didn't just meet this person, your spouse, your partner is actually going to feel like you are smothering them after a while. So you have to take a step back, feel comfortable spending time with them, but also feel comfortable spending time without them being around too. It's okay. All right. And if there's some trust issues there, then that's something completely different that we're not even going to go into today. Number 5. This person makes you want to be a better person. You are becoming a better person. They are becoming a better person. They are cheering you on. You are cheering them on. When you with them, you actually want to stand up a little bit straighter. You want to feel a bit sexier. You want to show them off a little bit more. You actually want to share things with them. Let's talk about these goals. Let's talk about how I'm feeling in this. Should I have done this better? Like, what are you doing? Are they making you feel and become a better person? And you're doing the same for them. All right. Number 6. You both should be making sure that you keep the relationship fun and you keep the relationship fresh. See, one of the research papers or books, I'm pretty sure it was a book, but anyway, that I was reading, it actually said that one of the things that makes a couple stay together literally is just having fun together. And it didn't say just staying together. It was staying in love together. A lot of people that fall out of love is because they're no longer having fun with one another. They're always ripping and running, and everything is more of like a business. Like you're running your relationship like a business versus just having fun. Especially when the kids get involved, that's a different story. But have the fun in your relationship. Keep it fun. Keep it fresh. Overall, just laugh with each other. Find ways to surprise one another. Continue to date each other. Continue to have those deep conversations. Talk about the stuff that you see on TV or that you heard your friends say or whatever. Get their opinion. Keep it fun. Keep it fresh. All right. And then the 7th thing that you need to do, you know that you will find your partner when they are loving you the way that you need to be loved. Not the way that they want to love you, but the way that you need to be loved. We always talk about the 5 love languages. And if you don't know what they are, then look them up. Because I always forget one. For some reason, I always forget one. So look them up, the 5 love languages. But even go deeper than that. Because even with the 5 love languages, maybe you still need something more specific that's not mentioned on the 5 love languages. Whatever it is and however you need to be loved, your spouse, your partner needs to know that. And then once they know that, you need to give them the opportunity to show you that they are able to meet that particular need or those needs. That is how you qualify your partner. Have you qualified your partner before you guys became husband and wife, before you guys got engaged, before you became girlfriend and boyfriend, or did you just go with the flow? Please let me know how that went, because we all can learn something from each other. I definitely want to continue the conversation down in the comment section below. I love you guys. There is nothing that you can do about it, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, y'all. Peace.